Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Amara Saundarya Foundation, I welcome you all to the fifth episode of The Great Sculptor, an interview series and award that seeks to recognize the inspiring work done by the parents of differently abled children. Today, we have with us a very special guest, Srimati Raji Pati. Srimati Raji's life has been filled with enormous challenges. She lost her husband at a relatively young age of 38 and became a single mother to two teenagers and the proprietor of a hotel business. But just as she was coming to grips with this new life, she unfortunately lost her daughter as well. And since then, it has been her son Sri Ram and her against the world. This in and of itself is no easy situation, but making this an even bigger challenge was Sriram's cerebral palsy and learning difficulties. But this did not stop Rajiji from ensuring the best for her son. She made sure he received all the professional training he could post his 10th standard and landed him a job in data entry. But Sriram was not happy in this job. This is when the idea to open a library came about, and Srimati Raji encouraged and supported Sriram through this idea and even flamed his creativity. All this led to Sriram writing and publishing various stories and receiving international recognition. I'm sure you all want to know how she managed to do this. And to find out the answers to all these questions, we have Ms. Nirmala Amarnath, the chairperson of Amara Saundarya Foundation, conducting the interview. Ms. Nirmala Amarnath founded Amara Saundarya Foundation in 2004 to serve children, and 16 years later, she is continuing to do just that in an ever-increasing number of ways, such as special education, vocational training, therapy, teachers training, and now even residential facilities, all with the goal of enabling differently abled children to attain economic and social independence. With that, it is now time to begin the interview. Ma, over to you.
Yeah, I'm very, very happy to welcome Rajiji, Sriram, and everyone here. So without wasting much time, we will start and we will know more about Rajiji and what are the challenges, how she could manage, how she did it, how we faced the situations. We'll just listen to her. Rajiji, to start with, we heard in your introduction, you have faced many serious challenges in your life. Right through this, what gave you the strength to push forward?
First of all, Mrs. Nirmala, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this program. I'm greatly honored. Uh, as you asked, the main source of strength is my family. They're my two brothers and their families and my in-laws. They have all been with me through all the ups and downs of my life. So I'm very lucky to have such a family.
That's really a good family. Support is very, very much needed. If family is there, we can face a lot of any challenges come, it will be easy for us to face. And being a single parent, how did you manage the hotel business as well as bringing up two kids?
When my husband was alive, I was just a homemaker, taking care of the kids and running the house. He was managing the hotel business. It was a one-man show and I was not involved in the business at all. So his death happened suddenly in 1995. And after that, I was left with two teenagers and the additional responsibility of running the hotel was on me. But my brothers stepped in and they helped me run the hotel. My elder brother was in Trichy. He used to come over once a month and he used to look into the financial aspects of the hotel. My younger brother was in a bank working in Bangalore. And after banking us, he used to come over and he used to help in the functional aspects of the hotel. My daughter was also a great motivating factor. She used to motivate me. She used to say, Amma, you can do this, you do run it. And so at that young age, she was a great source of strength for both me and Shreya.
That's really nice. So your brothers are here in the event?
Yeah, they are here.
That's really nice. Okay, can you please tell us about Sriram's schooling? How was your experience with schools given the challenges faced by Sriram?
I mean, Sriram is my second son. And when he was born, he was normal like all other children. He crossed those parameters, like he was walking and talking at the age of 1. Everything seemed normal. But when he was around 3 years old, I noticed that he was walking on toes. He was finding it difficult to button his shirt and tie his shoelaces. So that is when we took him to the doctor, and doctor said that there is mild spasticity in his limbs, and that he's challenged with mild cerebral palsy. His IQ was normal, but his motor coordination was affected. So then he joined the school Nagasena Vidyalaya, and when he was in school, I noticed that his handwriting was bad, and he took time to write also. But the teachers in the school were very supportive. Every year I used to go and meet the new class teacher and explain to her about the problems which he was facing. And they were very understanding and helped him overcome the problem. They used to wait till he finishes writing the notes and then erase the notes on the blackboard. So I would like to mention a teacher, Mrs. Vijaya Krishnasamy, who was very, very supportive. And in the early years of school, he was able to cope up with the studies because books were not so voluminous, and he was putting extra effort. I could feel that he was taking more time than other children to learn and write. But once when he entered 8th standard high school, the books became voluminous, and he was finding it difficult to cope up with academics. But nevertheless, with the help of teachers, and we got extra time from SSLC board. With that, he was able to secure a first class in SSLC. After this, he joined college, but he did not get the kind of support he received in school. So we had to discontinue studies. And then my daughter and I, we noticed that the visual skills and visual learning skill in him was good. So we put him in various computer courses. He did learn the basics of computers easily, and after that he did courses in multimedia and video editing. But all this he could do only at the basic level. Again here, when it went to the advanced level, he was finding it difficult. Then we realized that he was not able to cope up with this, so he can't set up a career in this field. So we'll have to think of some other alternative.
We saw Sriram has done a course, different courses in that life skills. It's very different from any other occasional training. What do you believe is the value of such courses for these children?
Actually, life skill courses are a must for differently able children, because I think the children will be benefited by such courses. But if they are taught at a level that can be comprehended by special children. Sriram did this course at Banjara Academy. It was International Graduate Diploma in Counseling Skills. And after the course, the life skills instilled in him made him understand himself as a person and cope up with problems that arose, or deal with the emotions in a better way.
Okay.
And as a child, he was an introvert. He never used to pick up a phone and attend a call. But he did a course at Samudra Foundation, a personality development course. After that, I could see that he was able to speak in public with ease and without much hesitation.
Okay. So for his self-development, it was very, for any child, it will be very helpful. Life skills, personality development and all. Okay. And can you tell us about the idea for intellect pleasure came about, and what was your role in making it happen? Also, please tell us more about some of the activities conducted in intellect pleasure.
Yeah, when he did this course at Banjara Academy, he came to know of Dr. Howard Gardner. His theory of multiple intelligences, and which say that there are many ways to learn, and each child is unique in his own way. So this made Sriram think that let me do something for children with learning difficulties. So he wanted to set up a library and an activity center wherein he could have some educational games and books, and through these he could actually help children with learning difficulties. So when this thought came to him, I also felt it was a noble thought, and I wanted to extend full support to him. And we started this library in 2013 and named it Intellect Pleasure. Here we have other activities also, like regular classes, workshops, summer camps, and we saw to it that learning was made enjoyable by the teachers also. And we used to have aero modeling workshops where they were taken to HL Museum to have some practical sessions. So children really enjoyed all these. And regarding products in the library, Sriram was very particular in selecting products, whether it be books or DVDs. He wanted them to be devoid of negative elements like extreme violence or sexual content. He felt these were not apt for children. So he took the responsibility of choosing products for the library.
Wow. That's really wonderful. So we are talking so much about your activity and the main hero, Sriram, for today. And let's see what Sriram feels and what he tells. Let's meet him. Hello, Sriram. We heard that you have authored many fantastic stories. Can you tell us more about your books, The Cheetah and the Snail, and Krishna Returns? What was your inspiration to write them?
The Cheetah and the Snail is a picture book for children based on the concept of unique identity. I wanted to show that even the most sluggish creature in this world has its strengths. The cheetah, though the fastest species in the world, falls in a situation where it needs the help of the most sluggish creature, the snail. Krishna Returns is a contemporary story with Lord Krishna himself as protagonist. It starts on the Milky Way with a little bit of science and where Lord Krishna jumps through the black hole and lands in a beautiful place called Vrindavan. And the story merges with an imaginary tale with three Brahmin siblings, among whom one is mute, one is deaf, and one is blind, and who are in an ethical dilemma of whether it is right or wrong to use something that does not belong to them. The book ends with a message from Lord Krishna: be benevolent but brave, speak without supremacy.
And are you writing any new books? Are you in the process?
Yeah, actually, I put up a couple of e-books. One is The Art of Parenting, and this is the stories like I used to write quotes, poems, small poems, as well as stories based on parenting. All this I have compiled into a book called The Art of Parenting, where the first story is about motherly love, the father. Second story is fatherly love. The third story is shows the importance of the joint family system, and the last story shows the impact of nuclear family system where both parents neglect the child and there is no one else to shower love upon the child and how the child gets pampered. So I like stories based on real life, and this is what I try to show through my story. Is apart from that, I have written, put up an ebook called The Colony of Burrows, which is a historical fiction, and I'm actually writing since mid school. It is 30 years of my life. I have been writing poems and short stories. So I've compiled all this. Usually, I write poems and short stories whenever I face any problem in life. I used to put myself as the character in the story and write a poem which is called a ballad. But now, as an adult, I actually write with realistic characters and even poems as my mother usually says, are more mature and so all this I have compiled into a book called Life is a Mirror. So all this can be downloaded or purchased at pothi.com.
That's
Where do I
wonderful.
get
That's-
these books?
Yeah.
Where are these books available? On e-commerce? Where? Amazon?
Actually, Krishna Returns and Chetan the Snail are available on Amazon and Flipkart also.
Good, very good. I buy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sriram. Thanks for the information.
That's really wonderful, Sriram. And I am sure the books on parenting and all will be definitely helpful for the parents. Yeah. And you got some international awards also, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about the recognizations you got
That was
from?
2000, I actually, that was when the computer was evolving and I just submitted a poem of mine called Virtues about good manners to famous poet society, and it came up to the semi-finals, and I was won the certificate of recognition as the famous poet for year 2000, and it was also published by the International Library of Poetry in their collection of poems called Consuming Flame.
Excellent, excellent. Okay. Thank you very much, Sriram. Now, let me ask one question to Amma. Rajesh, how important is it to find a creative outlet for these children? And how did you identify interest and nurture his creativity?
I cannot generalize on this because each child is unique in its own way. That's what I feel. But in Sriram's case, I identified his writing skills. One day when he was watching a Hindi movie, I think in that movie, the poet in the King's Court, he narrates a four-liner and he is applauded. I mean, everyone applauds and he feels very happy. When he saw this, immediately he took a paper and pencil and started, he said, Sriram said, if that person can write a poem, why not me? I'm also going to write a poem. And he sat and wrote his first limerick. And that goes like this. The king lost his ring. Oh, what a sad thing. I would like to sing when he gets back his ring. So when he wrote this, people appreciated him for writing this at such a young age. And then he went on writing more limericks and poems. That poem Virtues, which won the award. And then recently he has written these books also. So actually one of his poems, Wives, that was my daughter's favorite. If we have the time, I would ask Sriram
No,
to
no, please go ahead.
narrate that. Can you tell?
Yeah, while it's just a humorous poem about a trick husband who has retired and collected his first pension, plays on his wife. So the poem goes like this: Sir, thanks for my pension. My man, please do not mention. Oh God, now there is no tension. As a treat for my first pension, I shall take my wife out for a luncheon. But and relieve her as a treat for my first pension. I shall take my wife out for a luncheon and relieve her from the kitchen. To relieve myself from her cooking is my actual intention, but I cannot annoy her with such a reason, hence I shall tell her it is a treat for my first pension.
That was very good, very nice. Wonderful. Okay.
That is lovely, Shreya.
Okay. We also have with us some guests who have played a very important role in Sriram's and Raj's journey. Let's find out. First from Soumya and Sanak Atria. They are music therapists from Swarakshima Foundation. We are very happy to have you with us. Can you please share some thoughts about Sriram and Raji's journey?
Hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. So I would first like to congratulate you on this initiative of choosing the word sculptor to denote this award, because we believe that any raw, let's say a rock or a stone or anything, has the murti in itself, but it's the work of the sculptor to remove the shaft and reveal to the world what exactly is hidden in that. And so I think it's very meaningful that you called it as the sculptor award when it comes to the parents of these children. So I'll first,
thank you very much. That's
like
exactly we thought.
Yeah. So basically, see that when you talk about children with special needs, being therapists ourselves, we see, I don't know, I guess we are just blessed to see the children in a different way from how the rest of the world around us looks at them. So the disability is very obvious to the world, but only to the person, the therapist or the parent who is able to see the ability of the child, this sculpting is possible. So I think, understanding and identifying that particular talent or the ability of that particular child and focusing on that and allowing that to thrive. As a first-hand witness, I would say that Raji Aunty has, wonderfully done that with Sriram. Of course, Sriram is himself a very, very self-motivated person. And, right from the times when we have had our summer holidays together, going and eating ice cream in Amrit ice cream in Malleshwaram till today, they having been a first-hand witness to his entire journey. And the way, in spite of so many hurdles in life, Raji Aunty has been able to be that pillar of support. I think really kudos to both of them for keeping it going and, giving such a meaningful purpose to this and helping other children today, in terms of this venture called Intellect Pleasure. So it's not just mental support. For some children, the nature of disability is such that they need continuous physical support also from parents. And you're not looking only at motivation in terms of mental this thing, but physically, right from hand holding, which I mean literally hand holding. I think it's been a very inspiring journey for us to watch both of them, and having being working in this field for so many years. It's wonderful that she's so deserving of this award today.
Well said. Yeah.
Actually, it's only after my marriage with Soumya that I got introduced to Sriram. What I observed was small things actually make huge differences. There are very small things that Sri Ram often says, and he does, and which are very inspiring and which have huge consequences in terms of inspiration and work for others. And I'm quite confident that is the level of motivation that has been infused by his mother in him, that now has grown to shelter so many others.
He is in turn able to motivate so many others today.
Well said, well said. Very true, very true. In fact, I was telling Raji also, she said, no, I am not done. He himself is good.
So that's the thing. They don't realize that the small things that they're doing on a daily basis is what goes a long way.
True, very
I think
true,
it's just a part of daily life, but that's what really matters in the long run.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your
Most people
thoughts.
often say, be patient, be patient. It's not enough to be patient, but it's important to be positive.
Yes, positive, and also she observed each and every like intention or ideas of Sri Ram, and she motivated her to continue with that. She supports.
Absolutely.
That makes a lot of difference. As a parent, we need to do that.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
Yeah, and now we also have Srimati Champa Saha. She is a special educator and emotional well-being counselor. Okay, could you please share what is your role in Sri Ram's and Raji's journey?
Thank you so much for having me on this platform. I met Sri in the Banjara course, and I was there also. I was curious about what aspects of counseling, and the first thing that I thought when I met Sri Ram, and I'm a very chatty person by nature. I will talk to everybody, and so Sri Ram responded so positively, and we chatted, and we became good friends on the very first day we met. And the thing that struck me is about Sri Ram was that here is this person who the world sees as handicapped. That's the common term that is used, or challenged, or whatever. And here is Sri Ram, who has come for a course that will teach him how to be good to others, how to help others out of their trouble. That has been the pivot of inspiration for me. And the friendship has grown over the years, and it has stayed, I think, just because of that, because I find in Sri Ram an amazing ability to see what others need. And that, I think, is also the core of his belief when he started Intellect Pleasure. We had got into some of these discussions about what to do, and we were in sharing our mutual frustrations about the world, and the world being, there's too much of hype about inclusion, there's a lot of talk, but there's not much of actual action on ground. And so we shared our common, sorry, that's my pet, about that. And I can say that you have a beautiful home, and you have a lot of lovely creative ideas. And then the next thing I know is that he's come up with Intellect Pleasure. And the way he chooses the books, the way he chooses the activities, the way he chooses people to come and talk to, it all reflects his innate understanding of what children need. So that, I think, is who Sri Ram is. And of course, ma'am, his mother, has just been a very good mother. By way of what I tell parents, and by way of my work, that mothering or parenting is not about realizing your ambitions through your children. It is about fostering and nurturing your children so that they grow up to be able to optimize their potential and make best use of what the world can give them and what they can give to the world. And that is what Shri's mother has done and is doing to a date. So hats off. I'm eternally grateful to the cosmos for these friends. They're one of the best. And anytime when I feel a little challenged with events that surround me, all I have to do is to think of Sri Ram.
Thank you very very much for sharing such lovely words about them. Listen to Sandhya Murthy. See, Sandhya, she is first cousin and well-wisher. She's there?
Yes, I am. Can you
Yeah,
hear
she
me?
is there. Okay, okay. Just a small introduction about her. She is the first cousin and well-wisher of Rajiji, and she is from Jamshedpur. I'm sure Sandhya ji would have seen Raji's and Sriram's life from very close. How are you feeling today to see them receiving the award as the Great Sculptor Award?
Oh, immense pride, immense gratitude to you too. These are people I have kind of respected a lot, both of them, both Rajika and Sriram. And Rajika is one person I would just look up to constantly over the last probably 40 years or so. And I would just say, how does she do this? You know, I don't know what, but it's just been truly, truly wonderful watching their journey. And Rajika has always been very, very willing to lend a helping hand. At the same time, being very fiercely independent herself. And Sriram, of course, has been this little brother who would teach me many, many lessons. You know, so it's really, I'm so grateful that, you know, and this, and also being the month of March, Women's Day, whenever I thought of Women's Day, I would say if there's one person I would love to felicitate at some point, it would be Rajika, you know. So,
so we have chosen the right person.
Absolutely, to me, absolutely.
Thank you very much, Sandhya ji. And there are a few messages over to Satvik. Satvik, can you please read the messages? There are a few, I think, no, to Sriram and Raji.
Yeah, it's a very positive and uplifting comment section and chat box. We've got from Sandhya, who says, listening to Sriram itself makes me awestruck. The book will surely be amazing. And we have Pooja ji saying, have read some of these books and they're very good. We have Sandhya again saying, you seem to be a great observer of happenings and we will surely read your books. And we have a lot of appreciation for the poem as well, with people saying it's cute and it's very nice. We have a message from Srilata Ramesh who says she wants to share a few words about Raji and Sriram. So we'd love to hear from you if you're here now.
Hi, this is Srilata here. Move Maddaginda, we are with Raji, we are a neighbor. As soon as she moved, we are not very friendly. Raji was a little reserved type. We thought, how come she's running the business? We didn't know anything about the background. So well, we never used to talk with her at all. She used to come and stand in the balcony and used to, with her daughter and son, you just used to say hello and go. So then later on, I don't know, the relation we have developed, hats off to Raji, no words to say. What patience she has got. When she opened a small library, I just take 2 minutes, not much, okay? In near the small library, we thought, why she's opening? Who's going to buy the books? She may be having a lot of money, that's why she's wasting the money. After seeing the library and after visiting the library and after visiting all her program, it's amazing, amazing. Hats off to you people for honoring her for Women's Day. And Sriram, how much care he takes for the kids. And how many programs every month, even I have joined a harmonium class. How much he comes and inspects everyone. We are old. Even with the old people also, he comes, Raji takes a personal attention. I cannot imagine I can do so much as a mother or a, no words to say. Hats off to Raji.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
And she make the Sriram such a big thing. I'm very proud of her. This make me to talk a few words here. Thank you. Thanks, Raji and Sriram.
Thank you very much, Srilata ji. That's so nice of you. Yeah, continue, Satvik.
We've got a few more really nice comments talking about how proud, from Gauri Hegde, how proud she is of Raji ji in creating potential in Sriram and is a motivation to everyone. And the fact that her attitude is a never say die attitude, and the fact that Sriram is always brimming with ideas and always stands by his values, even when choosing to read what to read in the library. Everyone on this call, I'm sure, echoes all these thoughts. the positivity, the creativity, the motivation, the patience. All these things are things that we also appreciate, we echo, and we're really happy to have had Raji ji with us. And as a token of our appreciation and as a recognition of all the work you have put in and for this immense success, we present to you the Great Sculptor Award. Ma, if you could virtually present the award.
Yeah, sure. I'll be very happy and blessed to do that. Before that, one more message from Gauri. You can read out that also, right?
Yes, it says hearty congratulations. I'm getting to know these two only today, but could connect a lot.
Yeah, before we continue with the award, Satvik, let's listen from the audience also. Would like to speak, anyone, Lalita ji or anyone like would like to talk about the whole event, today's event, please. Srimati Lalita Ishwaran and Ishwaran sir is here. They are from our advisory team. Okay, we are very happy to see them here. Yes.
Hello, Nirmala.
Yes. Now we can hear Lalita ji. Yes.
What a wonderful Saturday again. And cannot say thank you to you and to Satvik and your team for having initiated such a unique and very, what shall I say, inspirational, program, and coupling it with acknowledging the stupendous and amazing work that parents do to bring up their very gifted children as they see them, and to help them open up and show their dimension, their potential, to nurture it and help it to blossom. And today, as every time, you have brought us another wonderful two, Raji and Sriram, whom we can never forget, because Raji is so subdued, so modest, but who with her, I think, her humility, I would think, that comes across. She has shown that she is well-centered and her spirit is a highly positive one, and she has transferred that to Sriram. Even like I have read in Sai Baba's book, the tortoise never feeds the child. It only glances at the child, and the child gets everything that it needs for its growth. And I think Raji, by doing that and acknowledging and recognizing his inner strength and helping it to blossom, he immensely deserves this award. And not as a judge saying deserves, she really is a unique and a able mother. I am indebted to know her and to you, Nirmala. And Sriram, amazing work. To stand by value system, to recognize that values are important and to emphasize that through his work. And I think he's a very specially blessed human being. And thank you and Satvik and your team to have brought them to our lives. Now
Thank you.
And to all the others who are present today, we are all one family, and Ishwaran and I send you all our blessings, our love, our gratitude, everything that the God can give us.
Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful words. Thank you very much.
Thanks everybody for such a wonderful program.
Yeah.
I'm Geeta Krishnan. We live in Delhi, but I am Raji's neighbor too, like Sri Lata.
Okay.
And whenever we come there and when I go and sit in a library, all that has been told by many people I have experienced in her. And every time, I'll just go and sit in her library in the evening for a short while and come back so encouraged. I cannot explain in detail, but this whole thing, Raji is a wonderful person and so is Sriram, and he keeps in touch with me. And thank you all, and thank you, Raji. It's so nice to meet you during this lockdown period. We have not been able to come. Thank you very, very much. Okay.
Thank you, Geeta ji, for sharing that.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm Gauri here. I want to share.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for Amara Foundation. It is really nice. Otherwise, I would not have known these so precious, I think, gems only. Too emotional. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And some more messages are there, Satvik?
Yes, we have a message from Kailash Hari who says that he's a member of Sri Ram Uncle's library and that reading books recommended by him has brightened his life like nothing else has. He thanks Sri Ramji and Auntie Raji ji for all the inspiration and the motivation to come up and work hard in life. And Anusha says that she wishes that there was a library like this in her area when she was younger. I'm sure we all echo that thought as well. And we also have a few messages congratulating Rajiji and Shriram for their success today. And one more question asking for some details regarding the library and that they would love to visit it. So if Rajiji, you could let us know more about the library so people who are interested can.
Yeah, please share the details, yes.
The name of the library is Intellect Pleasure and it is situated in Malleshwaram. We lend books, games and DVDs, and games are also educational. So
where is it in Malleshwaram, please?
Malleshwaram 17th A Cross.
Can I know the timings of the library?
Library works from 11 to 1 and 3:30 to 7:30 during weekends. But Tuesday to Friday, we work from 3:30 to 7:30. Mondays are weekly holiday.
Thank you. And can we
now?
donate the book?
Yeah.
Can we
now? Sorry, some more.
Can we donate the book? Can we donate the book?
Yeah, that's what it has to pass Shriram's test.
Okay.
So if we can just let them, we can have a look at it and.
Okay. Thank you.
To everyone who couldn't hear, the name of the library is Intellect Pleasure and it's located in 17th A Cross in Malleshwaram. We will be putting this video on YouTube, and in the link in the description, we will put out a link to the location and to any resources we can find about the library, so you can find it easily through there as well.
Actually, long time back, I think few years back, I met Rajiji. That time we had an event also together. And that time I thought of getting our children to the library, but this year definitely we should do. We will see that weekly once at least we can come and we can get the children to your place so that there will be a change. At the same time, they can go through other books also. We'll do that from this year. We'd like to get associated with you.
With that, I would like
it's time for
to present the award to Rajiji.
I hope everyone can see this.
I'm greatly honored to receive this award. Very high.
Yes, we will be sending this in another 1 or 2 days. It will be in your hands. If possible, I'll come there personally and hand it over to you. I'll try to do that. Since you stay nearby, only we will do that. And I'm very, very, very thankful to each and everyone to take part in this event, encouraging us to go talk to more and more people, listen to them and bring them to this platform, introduce them. Thank you very much. And I always request everyone to participate in this kind of program so that it is a motivation for the parent like Raji, like they will be really I'm sure they would have got more motivation to do much more for the society, for not only for the child, it is for the society as a whole. I'm sure they are working. Thank you once again to one and all for participating. And you all know this, like every month, third week of every month, we are organizing this event. Every time we are introducing different people with different skills, and children achieved in different, even last time we had this musician also with us, if you all remember. So every month like this only, we need your support to take it forward in a positive way. And thank you once again for everyone for encouraging us also. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nirmala.
Special thank you to Raji ji and Shriram ji for taking the time today to join us and to share all their insights. And also to Husna ji and Nisha ji for also taking the time for starting off the program with their insights and their wishes. We're very thankful for your time. And also to everyone who's attended the meeting today. Thank you so much for taking the time, joining us. Your presence always brightens our day. And I'm sure that just as your presence brightened our day, this interview brightened your day as well. It was filled with positivity and good vibes. And we hope that those vibes spill into the rest of your day, spill into the rest of your week, and to the rest of your month until we meet you again then to refill this positivity with another episode of The Great Sculptor. So until then, thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you again next month.